For too long, menstruation has been relegated to hushed whispers and euphemisms. We teach girls to hide their periods, to be discreet, to pretend it's not happening. This silence, born from cultural taboos and societal discomfort, has far-reaching consequences. It perpetuates shame and ignorance. It prevents open conversations about a natural biological process. Most importantly, it hinders the diagnosis and treatment of menstrual disorders that affect millions. This silence surrounding periods allows misinformation to thrive. It creates a fertile ground for myths and misconceptions to take root. It fosters a sense of shame around a natural bodily function. This secrecy prevents young girls from receiving accurate information and developing a healthy relationship with their bodies. The stigma surrounding menstruation also has a tangible impact on women's healthcare. It makes it difficult for women to discuss their periods openly with healthcare providers. This silence can lead to misdiagnosis or delayed diagnosis of conditions like endometriosis and polycystic ovary syndrome or PCOS. These conditions can cause debilitating pain, infertility, and other serious health issues. It's time to break the silence. We need to create a world where menstruation is discussed openly and without shame. This means having honest conversations in our homes, schools, and communities. It means demanding better from our healthcare system and advocating for more research on menstrual health. Maya, a vibrant young woman, knows the cost of silence all too well. For over a decade, she suffered from excruciating periods. Her pain was so severe that it would leave her bedridden for days each month. She sought help from multiple doctors, only to be told that her pain was normal or in her head. Maya's experience is not unique. Countless women suffer in silence, their pain dismissed or minimized. Many are told that their periods are just part of being a woman or that they need to toughen up. This dismissive attitude can have devastating consequences. It can lead to years of untreated pain, impacting women's physical and mental health. After years of struggling, Maya was finally diagnosed with endometriosis. Her journey to diagnosis was long and arduous, riddled with frustration and despair. Maya's story underscores the urgent need for greater awareness and understanding of menstrual health conditions. It took years of advocating for herself, researching her symptoms, and seeking multiple opinions before Maya finally received a diagnosis. Her story highlights the systemic issues within healthcare that often fail to adequately address women's pain, particularly when it comes to reproductive health. The stigma surrounding menstruation extends beyond the doctor's office and into the workplace. Many women feel pressured to hide their periods at work, fearing judgment or negative repercussions. They suffer in silence, relying on painkillers and makeshift solutions to manage their symptoms. This need to hide a natural bodily function creates unnecessary stress and anxiety for women. It can impact their productivity and prevent them from performing at their best. The lack of open dialogue around menstruation in the workplace also perpetuates the idea that periods are something to be ashamed of, further reinforcing the stigma. It's time for workplaces to catch up with the realities of women's bodies. Implementing menstrual leave policies would be a powerful step in the right direction. Such policies would allow women to take time off when they need it, without fear of judgment or repercussions. Menstrual leave policies would acknowledge the impact of periods on women's health and well-being. It would send a clear message that women's health matters and that their experiences are valued. Section 4. Healthcare Hurdles, a system that fails women. The healthcare system often fails women when it comes to menstrual health. Many doctors lack adequate training on menstrual disorders, leading to misdiagnosis and inadequate treatment. Research on menstrual conditions remains underfunded, leaving many questions unanswered and effective treatments elusive. This lack of research and understanding has real-world consequences for women. It means that conditions like endometriosis and PCOS often go undiagnosed or misdiagnosed for years. It means that women are left to suffer in pain, their concerns dismissed or minimized. We need to demand better from our healthcare system. This means advocating for greater funding for research on menstrual health. It means pushing for better education and training for healthcare providers. It's time for the medical community to prioritize women's health. This includes investing in research, improving diagnostic tools, and developing more effective treatments for menstrual disorders. Section 5. A human rights issue. Period poverty and the price of dignity. Access to menstrual hygiene products is not a luxury. It's a basic human right. Yet millions of women and girls around the world face the harsh reality of period poverty. They struggle to afford menstrual products, forcing them to miss school, work, and social activities. This lack of access has a profound impact on their lives, limiting their opportunities and perpetuating the cycle of poverty. It's a stark reminder of the deep inequalities that persist in our world. Adding insult to injury, many countries still consider menstrual products luxury items and subject them to taxes. This means that women are essentially being taxed for a natural bodily function. This is not only discriminatory, but also economically unjust. We need to challenge these policies and demand that menstrual products be made affordable and accessible to all.